Gordon's got the ground game. It's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll get a look at Melvin Gordon, fresh off a big game a week ago, as it'll be the Oakland Raiders taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner.
All right, Coach, under hazy, overcast L.A. skies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And our home team. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Now Jones, off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete to Sharp. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So they take a big chance here in their own territory, and you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, normally we focus on the media, right, the social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. And that is incomplete. The tight end Seth DeVal, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing. Rivers. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Seth DeVal with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. Defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
At the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football.
Let's go.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game. I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Gordon. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now some movement before the snap, and we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Well, it's a 3rd and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Gordon. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger 1st.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Gordon, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
We got 4.
They'll throw again. Rivers. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his 1st drop, his 2nd drop of the game. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away, maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over, and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, Sharp's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Let's go, baby.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, it's complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. We're starting to get near the home stretch of this NFL season. It's Week 13, so let's get an update on what's going on. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. 17-13 was the final. From there, we head over to the West Coast. Check out the Niners at home at Levi Stadium. And in that one, it's the visiting Giants who have the lead. Golden Tate, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
It was no secret who they were trying to get the football to.
Well, no. They went to him on 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down, all 3 incomplete.
Yeah, and when you're unable to connect and you force it in that direction, all you're doing is giving confidence to the defense. They feel like they're really hurting you in a big way.
Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On third down, this is Howard. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3-and-out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation. Pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Now back to throw. That is caught. It's Tajay Sharp. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. Still churning. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They run with Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. This is Howard on second down. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Tajay Sharp, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's in for a Charger Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Chargers have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. On second down, it's Howard, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go with Howard again. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp, and he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 34-yard line. They'll look to throw.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Tajay Sharp, the intended target, and now it's second down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw. He's got his man Sharp complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Tajay Sharp in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with an extra point.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
A very important extra point there, up and good. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And you got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And here in overtime, this is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Now this one complete on the slant route, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. They're going to look to throw. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Go! 15, line, 59.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead 2nd down.
60 outlaw.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll drop to throw. His throw incomplete. The tight end, C.J. Uzama, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
You got to remember, because now that we're in overtime, mistakes get magnified. So you got to walk that line between being aggressive and being careful, because that was a dangerous throw right there. You obviously could not have an interception in this spot.
It nearly was an interception. He's lucky to get that one back. Now a first throw here in overtime. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
390!
Now the first throw in overtime for Rivers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Now Rivers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It was the free safety, LaMarcus Joyner, that time, able to make the play.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
This being their second opportunity in overtime, third overall drive, see if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few first downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick a field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they work this out past the 25. Looking to throw. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Second and 10 now from the 27. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Open man is born. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here in OT. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. And it is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. We were just treated to an absolute dandy in this one. A great finish in overtime with a long field goal. Everybody, including us, on the edge of their seats. Quite a game.
And it's rare that you get a game into overtime that it doesn't turn out to be a dandy, right? That's what we saw here. And just what you were talking about, a long field goal to win it. So definitely not a gimme. So there was tension all the way